What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our channel, Clay and Garrett. In our newest video, we're going to give you the top 10 essentials to bring while traveling.
We've been traveling for some time now, even before we began making videos. So we have some experiences and some insight on what to bring while traveling that can save you some time and some money. So without further ado, here are Clay and Garrett's top 10 essentials to bring when traveling.
Let's roll it.
Woo!
To start with the top 10 essentials, here's number 1. This one, a lot of people might not think about at first, but it's definitely a top essential to bring, and that is toothpaste.
Here in the U.S., our toothpaste is regulated to have certain amounts of fluoride and other chemicals that protect our teeth from tooth decay and sugars and other things of the sort. In other countries, they might not be regulated to have the same amounts of fluoride and chemicals, so you might get a little bit of a different texture than you're used to, which just might be a little bit, unsettling.
From my personal experience, I had bought toothpaste in a different country and it tasted like I put butter on my teeth. It's that gross. Another point is, when you're traveling, you're meeting a ton of people and you're most likely talking to them. So, what's a big turnoff is when somebody has stinky breath. When was the last time you liked when somebody's breath smelled really bad?
Probably never.
Garrett has real bad breath.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So, that's why this one is on our list.
Number 2. Next on our list is a reusable water bottle, which is my personal favorite. As a lot of us know, or some of us might not, a lot of our plastic waste is ending up in our landfills and our oceans. The best way to prevent this is to just refill a reusable water bottle. I do recognize that it might not be easy to find an open source of water, so you might be in a pinch and buy a plastic water bottle, but if you can avoid it, that's great. Also, I recognize that just buying bottled water can be costly, especially if it's marked up in touristy areas, so this one can also save you a little bit of money.
Money, money, money. Now that you heard number 2, we're going to number 3. This one's for the ladies, and me, who also has long hair, and that would be hair ties. It's good to have your hair down on a nice sunny day, but when it's windy and it's blowing all over the place, it gets pretty annoying. You always want something to hold that back. I always keep at least one on me at all times, and the rest are in my backpack. These are harder to find than you might think. A few years back when I went to go visit him in Italy, Italy, I brought only one tie with me. It ended up breaking and I couldn't find another one. Luckily, we found a stranger who had an extra one that she gave me, so thank you for that. But seriously, make sure to bring at least 2 when traveling. That was 5, but whatever. On to the next one.
Next on the list is a small, lightweight, packable bag. Now this doesn't have to be anything big, just something that can fit in your big suitcase for days when you're out and about and you want to leave your big suitcase at home, and you have a small bag just to pack everyday things, a charger, a change of clothes, some snacks. That's exactly what this is for. Number 5.
Now this one is about physical money. Having physical money on you is a real key in traveling. A lot of things can happen when you travel. You can lose your wallet, have your wallet stolen or your money stolen, and you could also not even call your bank and tell them you are traveling, and you might have restrictions on your card. That has happened to us before. Now, it's also smart to keep this money hidden in certain spots on you or in your personal items. That way, if somebody does steal your wallet, maybe you have a couple dollars in there, that you don't lose all of your money altogether. You don't have to have a ton of money, but just enough to get out of a pinch is what we're really looking for. We got number 6 for you. 6.
Next on the list is a power bank. If you take a power bank with you, you have the ability to charge your phone while you're on the go. If you're out and about and you're exploring a place, we always like to take pictures, take videos, stay in touch with our friends, whoever we're traveling with, whoever's back home. There's nothing worse than when your phone loses battery. So instead of having to stop into a cafe, stop into a restaurant to plug your phone in, if you have a power bank with you, you can just slide your phone in your pocket, plug your phone in, and be on your way. And the next thing you know, your phone is charged. And the good thing about most power banks is that they are pretty small, so they don't really take up much room. Whether you just want to throw it in your pocket or throw it in a day pack, a drawstring bag. It's really not much of an inconvenience to carry one, and it has a major upside to it. For me, my power bank, I just slide it in my back pocket if I don't have a day pack. I think I got it for around $35. You can really find them at any tech shop. 7.
This would have saved us so much time when traveling, and that's a plug-in adapter. This adapter is basically a all-in-one where it receives any type of plug-in that you have and then can now plug into any kind of wall socket that is around you. This comes in handy because when traveling around different countries, a lot of the countries have different wall sockets. So now with having this adapter, you don't have to worry about that. The adapters come in 2 prongs, 3 prongs. Some have the little circle prongs. So it's all in one. It's very useful when traveling. It's what, $20, $30?
Something like that.
Something around there. It's definitely worth your money if you're traveling a lot and don't want to go through all the hassle of looking for a new wall socket. So just having this is definitely a must. Wrapping up number 7, we got number 8.
How'd you do that? Number 8.
Normally, a lot of people forget this one because they don't really think about it, and that'd be chapstick. You're probably saying, chapstick? Chapstick. A lot of times you go traveling and your lips get really chapped, and there's not a whole lot of places that you can go that sell decent chapstick. When I normally travel, my lips dry out either from getting sunburn or when it's too cold out and I start licking them a lot. You don't do that?
I mean, you're not wrong.
See? He agrees. Anyway, bringing your own chapstick saves you a lot of time. Maybe not a lot of money per se because they're not very expensive, but definitely a lot of time. It's pretty smart to bring at least 2, maybe even 3 things of chapstick. And they're also really small, so they're easy to pack. But definitely make sure not to pack it somewhere that the sun can get to it because then they're all melted. And nobody likes melted chapstick. Number 9.
Next on our list is a good pair of shoes. There's nothing quite like a bad pair of shoes when you go out, set out on a city adventure. From my personal experience, I would try to stay away from shoes that might, rub a blister because you rub a blister early in the day and it's gonna have an effect on the rest of your day. One good thing to do is to think ahead to what adventures you might get into on your trip so that you can pack accordingly, whether that's a hike in the mountains, a trip to the beach. This way so you have the shoes that can serve you for that day, but you don't need to overpack for shoes that you might not need.
And the moment we've always been waiting for, number 10.
Alright, next on our list is just an old-fashioned book. And I like this because it's a form of entertainment that just can't really go wrong. Whenever you're traveling, say you're on a plane and you forgot to download music, you can read a book. Say that you're on a train and you forgot headphones, you can read a book. Say you're on a boat and you just want to read a book, you can read a book. Normally for me, I'm usually just carrying around an adventure book just to add a little fuel to the adventure that I'm on, or a little informational book just to learn about, where I'm going or where I have been. And you don't need service to read a book. You don't need headphones to read a book. Just open one up and just start reading. If you're carrying around a pen with you, you can always just write anything that you want to in it. A to-do list, you can draw. You can just have it there for whatever you need to do. Just good old entertainment.
So that's 10 of them right there. If you made it this far in the video, we're going to give you one extra travel essential that you can bring while traveling. And that is
traveling with a buddy. Solo travel is great and all. It's just that much better, that much more fun when you get to share it with a good friend.
For me personally, I like traveling with my buddy, Garrett, one of my best friends. Makes it way more enjoyable when you go and do something with someone. You don't have to take anybody with you, but really making new friends while you travel is a big part of traveling.
Being able to travel, meet people, just stay in touch. I mean, that's not what it's all about, but that's definitely a major part to it, so that's why we recommend traveling with a buddy. So that's it. Those are our top 10 essentials to bring while traveling. Well, top 11.
Let us know what you think. Did those surprise you? Did we leave out any that you think that should be on there? Leave a comment down below and let us know. We'll read them.
If you enjoyed this video, you can like it, you can share it so that someone else can, see a tip whenever they're packing for their next trip.
Also, if you haven't, smash that subscribe button. That was dope. Good job. That was sweet. It truly helps us out, and you get to stay connected to us because we read every comment you post and respond within a decent amount of time.
Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. We look forward to sharing our next one with you.
Stay tuned. Peace out. Later.
Yeah!